What's going on, everybody? It is America's favorite elderberry swag for life here on the Swag Suite on Mail Media Mind. Always broadcasting live from the great state of Tijuana in a bunker 60 feet under the ground with a cat and a sewing machine. And let me go ahead and bring on the panel for tonight. Starting with Cream Diggler. You can catch him on Thursdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Cream, how are you tonight?
Oh, it feels good. It feels good all in my soul. It feels good to be here.
Feels so good. Feels so right. I know that's right. Thank you for joining us. Also, the founder of M3, Malcolm the Philosopher King. You can catch him tomorrow on Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can catch him and Devon on Mondays at 12 for the lunch hour. And you get to check out his Bearcast. New episodes drop every Tuesday. And Cream, I'm sorry, I forgot to mention your podcast, the Bigger Fish Podcast, wherever you find your fine podcast. So let me make that correction. But Malcolm, how are you tonight?
I am terrible, but thanks for asking. Yes.
Wow. Okay.
It's rough. It's rough over here, but
I'm
glad to be here.
I was telling Cream the same thing. I was like, I really could just crawl into a corner somewhere and just drift off to sleep. But I'm gonna go ahead and make it tonight. So thank you.
You always bring the laughs, so it should be good.
Well, I try. Okay. Also joining us from those Instagram streets, you can catch John on Instagram at the Double J Chronicles. You might find him with a cinnamon bun or two. John, how are you tonight?
I'm not a cinnamon bun or two.
I'm a little perplexed, but I'm here.
Uh-oh. Why are we perplexed?
I just don't get why everybody didn't see all of this coming that's happening. So
I know.
I'm sorry.
Yeah. Sorry.
Well, thank you for joining us nonetheless.
I'll just continue eating my cinnamon roll.
Okay.
Also joining us tonight with that nice sign just blinking back there in the background, the talented Mr. Drayton. You can catch him on Saturdays with the Saturday Sit Down. If you guys did not catch his Saturday show, you missed a good one. He had a great guest on, and we had a great time. Gregory, how are you tonight?
I am well, and speaking of this, I would like to give a special shout out to you three whores, SWaG, Cream, and Malcolm. Malcolm likes to sit in the back of the show on Saturdays. I love that. But I didn't have to tell him. But we had a fantastic guest. Go check it out in your reruns. It's really good to be here.
We really did. It was a great show.
Sorry I missed it. I was tending to some other cakes, but that's another story.
Okay.
All right.
Was it
Special delivery cake?
Right. Was it Hostess, Little Debbie, or Big Debbie? Which one?
Ding dongs.
That's my friend.
That tracks.
Well, speaking of cakes, Big Night is in the house.
Great segue.
Right.
You can catch him and the Blur Council on Sundays at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Big Night, how are you tonight?
Well, first of all, I'm a drop kick Greg, but I'm good.
I love you too, my brother. I love you too. I love you too, brother. No, listen, you out here baking cakes in the bakery. Somebody gonna want to buy a cake. You out here. And I said, look, you seen what I posted on your thing.
I saw that too. But I also saw the video from Saturday, and I'm looking at. I said, "Look, I'm gonna throw something at Greg because he instigated that." I was like, "SWaG."
Did I instigate that? That was. Wait a minute, not SWaG. Cream. Did I instigate that?
I don't think you did instigate.
Were
you listening in the back?
No, you didn't instigate it, but you kind of you laid it on thick for real. You really, put emphasis on it.
We'll put it this way, Greg. You held his hand and you led him along.
John, make sure you go back and watch at least the end of the episode. The guest that I had on was very interesting and thick.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what he give her all that bending and snapping during the week. And what the fuck did he do today? What he posted today? Ass. All out. And my post was, John, and you wonder why.
No, today he posted about titties. He wanted everybody to show their titties because it was Titty Tuesday.
Why. There you go.
Look, that's a well, I don't do it much, but every now and then I pop out and be like, yeah,
you know, Tuesdays the boys show their titties. Titty Tuesday.
Yeah, exactly.
It's either Titty Tuesday or what is it? Tummy Thursdays.
Titty Tuesday.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's either
titties
or tummies.
We just show
right.
We just
yes. Yeah. They do.
And nobody told me. I'm like,
it's a thing. It's a whole movement.
Just like this.
Yeah,
you got some D cups.
I got what?
The more you know.
Oh, I like it. Anyway, we'll come back to
all right. Well, let's go ahead and get this show started. So, you know me, and thank God TikTok is still around. I don't know how long it's going to be around, but as long as it's around, I'm going to use it till its last TikTok is available.
Till its last tick.
Till its last tick. The last tick is talked.
Okay.
So I saw this video, and now, one thing people love to do on TikTok is what they call story time, where they reveal some kind of spicy thing that happened to them in the past. But sometimes I think sometimes y'all overshare a little bit. So I saw this, and I thought, yes, they do. And this clip, I think, will kind of emphasize that. So let me bring that on, and let's see what this gentleman has to say.
So what's up, y'all? I just picked up my little young cousin. Now, he old enough to hear this. This is a story time about a time in high school when I was in 11th grade and I had sex with my school teacher. So let me tell you how it all got started. So I was in 11th grade, and this particular teacher, he was white, probably mid-40s. He gave me daddy vibes, right? Now, he had this program where he would select one student out of the semester who can help him after school. So it was like a little after-school program.
That's how it starts.
I would stay after school, help him grade papers, clean up, just random stuff, right? So I'm doing all that. It goes very well the first semester. He selected me again for the second semester. So sure enough, he's exchanged phone number. He asked me for my phone number. And back then we had Blackberries. So y'all know about Blackberries. So one day, this is how it all got started. So one day he sent me a message, right? And it was a nude picture. And he was like, "Oh no, I'm so sorry. I sent that to the wrong person." And I was like, "Oh no, it's okay." Now I
the old wrong number.
I had never been flamboyant at all. So at the time, you couldn't clock my teeth. You couldn't tell.
Girl.
I don't see how, but okay. All right.
Wait a minute. I had to pause right there because Kareem, I had the same thought. I'm like, oh really?
Kareem, she could have left that part out.
She could have left it out. She got them DSLs, girl.
That tea is leaking all over the place, girl.
She is.
That purse has been falling out of her mouth since she opened it. So.
Okay, listen. The red slippers that fell out, the unicorns, and the rainbows.
Okay, carry on, delusional.
I ended up telling him it was a nice picture. He was like, "Oh, you like it?" And I was like, "Yeah." He was like, "Send me a picture of you," right?
Oh,
so I do. My little body parts down there, send it out to him. And so the next day, nothing happened. So it started coming with like little gifts. He would buy me like school supplies, give me a class to get extra lunch or snacks at the school. He would just, you guys can call it grooming, and basically that's what it was, but I was down for it.
Bitch.
Sure enough, I stay after school with him one day. We're inside of like the supply closet, and he started touching on me, right? And I'm standing up. When I tell you I'm standing up. So I end up going down on the guy, right? And I'm in there just giving what I don't know how to do because I had never done it before.
Lies.
It went on for a long time. So after that, he started inviting me to go have lunch with them on weekends. He asked my mom, she was okay with it. He started asking me to go to church with him on Sunday. So here I am going to church on Sunday with this man, hanging out with his
Holy
family,
war.
and all the while I'm out there giving that man a glock, you know? So one day he was taking me home. He pulled over at a gas station inside of his little SUV. I'm in the back seat just rocking it, just going in on it. And it's so crazy because young boys will mess with grown people and we don't tell it. You know, and girls do it, and you know, of course, they tell it, and it's just the standards are so different when guys do it than when girls do it. But I
you're a
did that
girl.
up till I graduated from high school, and I thoroughly, when I tell you, I thoroughly enjoyed.
Thank you.
Oh boy, God dang, that
Now,
was a lot.
You didn't have
somebody that know her can easily connect the dots, and that man can lose whatever job he got right now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Good
Well,
luck.
shouldn't he lose his job? I mean,
yeah,
Yes, he should.
He definitely should, but that's not the spirit in which she was telling it. You know, like she was
Right.
telling it like a big dummy.
Right.
What she say,
So
Greg?
y'all would call that grooming because that's what it was.
right,
but-
exactly. Like, I mean,
And
come
no,
on.
And note, he didn't do nothing in the first semester because he probably didn't turn 18 until the second semester. So he probably
Now wait
had
a
a
minute.
little
She was
system.
18. All that's off. She said she was a junior.
She was a junior.
Yeah.
If she was 18 and a junior, she was a dummy.
No. What I'm saying is, listen to what he said. He said he sent them the nude picture, and then that semester went by, nothing happened. Then the following semester is when everything. That's what I'm saying. He probably was waiting till he turned 18 to start doing
I think he
stuff.
was probably 17.
Oh, okay. Well, he's still a dumb goony bird anyway.
Right, it really is.
But she got pretty lips, though, girl. You got pretty lips.
That's what he said. That's what he said too.
And I'm thinking, like, because of his position in the school, I'm sure the penalties are worse if he were under 18, but it's illegal regardless of
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Because, I mean, because students can't.
So that makes me wonder: did you pick every student that you wanted to sleep with? For that, so they're like, I'm gonna hit that.
I mean, that's what I'm thinking. You know, the whole like I'm gonna pick the ones that I can get away with doing this with, and you know, he probably had every year he probably picked somebody different. So I wouldn't.
I had a little twist in high school. I'm not giving any details, and I'm not going to say what, when, why, what. But I mean, I get it. But you were being groomed. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to go on TikTok and be like, "Hey, TikTok, what the fuck?" Right now,
right.
We had somewhat of a scandal like that in our high schools. Our they have like a police officer who does security.
Right.
Yeah, and I think he ended up prosecuted for like sleeping with at least 8 of the students in the school.
God damn, bro.
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, mind you, he was pretty hot. I'm not
Right.
These girls were all over him anyway. But of course, he was an adult,
Right.
and all these were underage.
He do like, well, that bitch was fucking everybody. He said that.
And I think that's, to your point, Malcolm, I think that's where he goes awry, is the fact that we get it, that there are a lot of complicit teenagers, in terms of like, by complicit, I mean willing. I don't know if complicit is the right word.
Right.
Yeah, willing, but that doesn't make it right because you were willing to do it. Right. So that's the problematic part for me, that he's and that a minor, I'm assuming, is sitting there next to him as he's peacocking about this thing that happened.
Right. Yeah.
Right. That's the part that kind of got me kind of twisted too, because that kid in the car didn't look like he was in his 20s or anything like that. Like, why would you share this in front of your family?
Well, he did say he's old enough to hear this, but I don't know what age he is.
Well,
Right.
I don't know. I
to have good judgment. Exactly. Does he have good judgment about what someone's old enough to do?
If I would have went to high school, I would start Googling shit immediately.
Right? Oh, girl, that was Mr.
And
Kostopowicz,
that
girl.
teacher would be so under the jail, because not only did he do it on school premises, he did it outside of school premises too. So.
Right, exactly.
And what he's doing, though, somebody else gonna be like, I fucked Mr. Kostopowitz too. I thought I was special. And then and now it's going, and now he getting Mr. Kostopowitz to come.
What they gonna do, Green?
Girl, I was like, this is them texting. Everybody texting each other.
Me too.
I think the exchanging of pictures is a federal crime too.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
I'm sure it's gonna get changed, and you can get married at 12, and you can.
Girl, probably.
But I don't know about that. You can get married at 12, but they love to prosecute a pedo.
The other thing that bothers me about that story is that the fact that like this man met his mother, and the mother was like, "Oh yeah, you know, she let the wolf into the hen house and thinking like, you know, oh, this man is gonna do,
but you know, that's the
whole and stuff like that. No, this man is gonna do things to your son. It's like,
but SWaG, that's the premise of the whole movie. What is it with what's her name? The priest and the Doubt. Mm-hmm. That's the whole premise of the movie Doubt. Like the priest takes the little black boy, he's the only black boy in the school. The priest takes him under his wing, and the mother doesn't know if the Sister Aloysius, which is what's her name's character?
Meryl Streep.
Character. Yeah, thank you. Is Meryl Streep's character, Sister Aloysius. So she's convinced that the priest is fucking the little black boy. Now, so Sister Aloysius, I'm gonna wrap this up real quick, calls the mother, and the mother's like, yo, so what? He needs guidance as long as his father don't find out. Yo, it was crazy. Viola Davis won her first Oscar she was on camera for about 2.5 minutes. She won an Oscar.
And the thing about this, it is a thing that happens. You know, you do see, you know, I'll say I was in a situation in high school where I was dating an older man. Say I use it. And mine at the time, I was dating him at the time. In reflection, it was not. Okay. So I'm not okay. So that's why I keep saying that. But he was like my I'm not gonna say what he was because I don't want to like, but you know, but like we were in public spaces, churches, you know, games and things of that nature where he was like my mentor, you know, supposedly, but really he was my man during all that.
Right.
Oh, you're so scandalous, Cream Diggler.
I'm a victim. Somebody send me Cash App money.
The funny thing, I thought about this with the age verification for porn sites that these laws that went into effect at the beginning of January. I think it's like 19 states added these, verification. As much as I'm opposed to a lot of the Republicans who, institute these things, it actually kind of makes sense because people who are underage will lie to get with older people, and they will lie to get porn, and they'll lie to get on these apps. And the honest thing is that adults are supposed to, be the gatekeepers. Yeah, they're supposed to protect it and stop it from happening.
Right, and they're not. They're terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a dangerous thing to be on the apps now with how smart these kids are. Even like with Grindr, like, oh, send me a dick pic. You got like some 13-year-old trying to, mess around on Grindr or something. It's crazy.
Right.
It is crazy.
Because if I was 13 now, girl, I would be on there acting with catfishing bitches left and right. Like,
I know. I was like 6'4" when I was 13.
Yeah,
seriously. Like,
you were the biggest goddamn 13-year-old.
Like I still have clothes I still have jackets and clothes that I had when I was in 8th grade that I can wear.
Wow.
Yeah, you know what? You are a Jotun. You are the Jotun clan, Malcolm. Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, you can't always tell.
You really can.
That came out 5'11", 210.
Some people just big.
Yeah. Me and SWaG said the other day Malcolm came out with a full afro to beard.
Full afro and beard, right?
Yeah.
Oh Lord. Okay, let's go through some of the comments tonight.
Good evening, Mr.
Good evening, Mr. Moore. How are you?
Hey,
Mr. Collins.
Sir.
Welcome. Sammy says, Cream, share some of that energy with Malcolm. You need to share some with me too. I need some.
I'll send mine.
White delusion will make a white person see or not see something.
Yeah, well,
that's true. Thick giving us a rack of titties for Tuesday.
I he saw something to Victor. Why y'all always talking about me? Y'all always sexualizing me. Oh my god. Look, Cream. Oh my god, I can't believe it.
As you can see, mine are covered. Thank you.
Today. As titties. Yeah, I know that's right. Sam, right.
Yeah, they covered today, but we ain't gonna talk about that side profile you posted not too long ago.
Side boob. Mr. Collins, great intro for Mr. Thick. LOL, go ahead and stand up for the boys. LOL, they're gonna ask. Oh, and LOL, I participated in his titties post.
Yeah, he did.
All right, for the body positivity. We love that.
Yeah. I gotta go back and participate. I'm not gonna leave
trap.
It's a trap. Collecting all the pearls.
I mean, look. They were tittying too. They sure were.
Yes, they were. They absolutely were. So,
Ox says couldn't clock my tea. ... is crazy because I've been tasting the rainbow since.
Oh no.
I love y'all for real. That's
I mean, that comment also goes to the fact of how delusional he was, right?
I mean, seriously.
Yeah, I remember somebody said I was on the DL. I said how DL? How far?
They mean dick loving. They mean dick loving.
The bottom shelf. Is that how far they had to look?
Girl, we could have clocked the T in a lineup. The drag delusion is real. Is this one? What is this? Polar Nights. Hello, how you doing? Hey, how you doing, man?
How you doing, Polar Nights?
Hey.
Mr. Taylor.
Yes, so he's the class to clap your race. Yes,
they was clapping cheeks. They was clapping cheeks. That's what they was clapping.
Right, they were clapping a race.
Mr. Curb, wow, yes, he should. He should. He was being a pedophile. He really was.
Absolutely.
He was in white.
True.
Now you know they love to bring some wayward black boy to a white church. I'm not surprised by that at all.
Somebody probably thought something. They were just like, "Oh, that's his problem." Man. Somebody thought something. They just,
long as it's not my white child,
right?
They were like,
right.
Boy, Dante to find Jesus from the ghetto. Right? That's
oh my god!
Right? You know who sound like right? Okay, right? We don't know Jaws. Jaws. And Sam, he never tried that with me when he realized I was going to tell. Y'all, this is personal. Okay.
Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm. Y'all need to come on the show and talk about that. So, right. Is always available from 12 to 1:30. Right.
Good evening.
Oh, Aaron, what's up, Mr. Underwood? My favorite black cowboy. How you doing? I'm sure the teacher selected all the students whose T's he clocked. That's what I'm saying. Like, he was just wanted a pedophile ring. It was
that
like,
part.
Picking out the tree mouth. Lord, he fine black booty. Let me get him. He took him to get see white Jesus.
Okay.
Everything. He took him to go see white Jesus and everything. I remember a security guard that used to walk around my high school with this tight pants with his dick on a brick. Whoa.
Now, how did you know all that, Mr. Taylor, if you didn't
thoroughly
investigate?
I mean, look, it was I mean, sometimes you can't help but notice. You be like, "Oh, okay."
Go back. I challenge you to go back and look at those pictures on Mr. Taylor's page when he was looking like Jermaine Jackson back in the 80s. Just fast.
Are you gonna pat me down? Are you gonna pat me down?
Right.
Right. So he got in trouble every day just to have security guard come and escort him to the principal's office.
Right. I missed the bus, Mr. Security Guard. 6'4" in the 8th grade. Malcolm, you got.
I told you. He's like, he hails from the realm of Jotunheim. Yes.
Yes, you have. I cannot believe you missed the thick post. Check your Facebook. Okay, he says this story was nowhere as pleasant as his. I'm sorry to hear that. It was more like pimp whole situation. Wow, I hope you were the pimp, son.
Yeah. Seriously.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, one more. He was walking around like John Stretch Sr.
And
Yep. Good night. That is a t-shirt. That's a t-shirt.
He just called us stray. Sitting there minding his business.
John Stretch Sr.
John Stretch Sr. Wow.
I don't know why
I love that. I love that. All right. Let me go ahead and move on to our next story. So I'm going to show you this clip, and I think you will remember this person. We watched a clip of them before, and I think as soon as somebody calls it out, it's like you'll get where I'm coming at. So let me go ahead and start this clip.
I had like a little blow up at my wife today again over a dessert because she said, "Oh, get a dessert," and I was like, "There are a million choices at Costco." Because I was like, "Hey, I'm at Costco. What do you want me to get?" And she said, "Oh, get a dessert." I'm like,
"Well, she can't say kiwis."
She said, "Get a dessert," and in my head, immediately, I'm like, "There's 100 things that Could you give me parameters, please?"
See, but what I would say to that though is, she doesn't have to make that full decision. She said, "Get a dessert. Pick the dessert."
Right, but I as a good husband, I just want to give you what you want. I just want to do the
queer husband.
That's for your good husband.
Loosely phrased.
Yeah.
As a husband.
So clearly he has not learned his lesson, because he is now again going to Costco with this dilemma. Like, well, she said to get a dessert, but she didn't say what kind of dessert.
Because he is not married to a black woman. Let me just put that out there. It is obvious that he is not married to a black woman.
Yeah, that's pretty obvious.
Yeah, because that will only happen a half a time. She would have met that nigga at the store. You know I don't eat this.
Well, so let me pose it to you. If you are at Costco and your partner says pick up a dessert, what do you do?
You think about what he eats. If you ain't never seen that nigga with a snowball or a ho-ho, would you get him that? No. You know what this nigga eat. He eat moon pies and Oreos. Go get him a moon pie and or Oreo. Malcolm, you've seen what your partner eat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
No time to be experimental. Get what the nigga eat.
I think so. You just get the last thing you got. But I think the other thing is, though, this gets into this sort of psychological parameters that people have. It's real. They call it the difference between ask culture and guest culture. Sometimes we fall on a continuum between the two, where he is one of those people who wants things delineated, like specifically. Sometimes it can be pathological. I think it is for him a little bit. But then there's other people who are on the opposite end who cannot ask for anything. If you ask, say, for instance, where do you want to eat? Say, I don't know, I could eat anything. And then you start eliminating things and you realize it's not anything. 99% of the things that I pick for you to eat, you don't want to eat. But at the same time, you don't want to specify what it is you want to eat because you are so fearful of rejection, or the idea that asking for something specifically is rude or like, unladylike or whatever the fuck it is, whatever cultural thing. It's a thing.
Now let me tell you something. If John sent me to the store and bring me a snack, I'm not gonna bring this nigga a whatchamacallit because I've never seen this nigga eat a whatchamacallit. You know what I
it's
mean?
not a deep. It's not really deep.
You can
Like,
you
just get
can
the-
never go wrong with Neapolitan ice cream.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, you can because it's nasty.
No, what are you talking about?
He's
Strawberry
saying that.
is
He
gross.
is saying
I
that
don't
for
like that
him.
shit. That's nasty.
He is
That shit
saying
is
that
gross.
for him.
Don't you don't like vanilla ice cream?
I don't like.
I like vanilla.
strawberry.
I like chocolate.
Okay.
But
So
Neapolitan
pick your
has
side and eat that
orange
side.
shit in it. Okay.
No, fuck that.
You don't want your shit touching. Is that what it is?
No, none of that strawberry bullshit. It's gross.
None of that. None of that. Oh, ice
You don't
cream
like
is-
strawberry ice cream? What?
My
I don't like
strawberry
ice
I
cream.
don't like fun things. I thought you knew that. All right. So swag. If I sent you to the store and said, "Bring me back something sweet," what would you bring?
Some donuts. Some little Debbie donuts.
Heck yeah! See, that's my man's in there right there.
But why does that have to be the end of the conversation? Bring me back something sweet, girl. What you want? Like, what do you want? What you got in mind? If you go, well, whatever you pick, I'm gonna pick, bitch. Something that I want to eat in case you don't like it.
Now, America, if I send you out for ice cream, please come back with Ben and Jerry's Chunky Monkey, please.
You better give me some Ben and Jerry's money.
Now.
You better say it. Cause I'm coming back with bluebell pecan praline.
Okay.
That's what I want to eat. Okay, so you better tell me to get your Chunky Monkey because don't leave it. Don't leave.
So that means when we go visit Cream this summer for the play, I gotta bring my own ice cream because it's not going.
No, I get it, girl. But you know my memory bad, girl, so I won't remember. So just say, girl, make sure you got that Chunky Monkey in the freezer.
Wait a minute. I think if Dick sent me to the store, I think something a Hostess will do him good, right? Like a Hostess honey bun, maybe a Twinkie. Yes, no.
I mean, he bringing back gas station snacks.
Bitch, I forgot in the store. That's why I got to stop it.
But you know, sometimes gas station snacks are good. Sometimes those gas station snacks are like they're on point.
But I'm not adventurous with my snacks though. I'm really just
but what I want to ask though is like, okay, so could it be in this scenario that she basically was like, whatever you want to get, I'll eat. So I want you to get the dessert. Just whatever you feel like wanting tonight, you get it.
Well,
I just want us to have a dessert.
Well, something is afoot because this has become like a total topic on a couple of podcasts. I don't. Is the wife a man? I don't know. I just got questions, brother. Listen, think. I seen your face down there. I seen your face.
Is it a test to see how well he knows her? I mean,
yeah, that's basically.
To be honest with you, it seems like he's afraid of her because it's like he's scared that he's gonna do the wrong thing and she gonna like knock him upside his head.
Here's the thing. Like I said, for people who are guest culture, they know what they want. And they want you to know what they want.
Yep.
And if you don't know what they want, they will be mad. It will be a problem. And so he knows if he picks the wrong thing, it will be a problem.
Yeah, because it could also be a trap.
Oh, it's a trap.
It's a trap.
He wouldn't be making a big deal out of it if it wasn't a trap. It's a trap.
And he's probably failed before, so he wants to make sure he gets this right.
That's
so
right.
many times. He has failed.
To be perfectly honest with you all, the former Mrs. Drayton would not send me to the store with no direction. That is not. We were married a long time, and that would never happen. It would be like, Greg, those cookies are on the shelf in the back. I mean, I'm serious because she know. The first time I looked one, don't say I'm not going back again. Like I ain't so they was right. No, so we learned over the years directions. So I don't know why this hoe ain't giving him directions. So now, are you just making this shit up to have a topic, or is this really going down? Like, how let your boy?
No, it's a real thing, and I know people like that in my family. It's a real thing. Okay. Where they are so passive, they are so demure. Whatever. The actual use of the word demure, they will not ask directly for what they want.
Malcolm, speaking of your family, Watson is excellent. Tell your brother Watson.
Oh yeah.
Shit.
It was pretty good.
Excellent. So watch.
I will say the Kiwis comment took me out.
Okay, how are we gonna just glaze over the Kiwi comment? If I was old boy, I would be like, okay, pause. We gotta deal with this. We gotta deal with the Kiwi comment. I loved him for doing that. That guy who said that.
I did. It's like, but you can't say Kiwis.
I love that.
Where did you find this clip at, SWaG?
I found it on TikTok.
The clock out, as they say.
Yeah.
What do they say? What do they say?
The clock app. Like people get
clock
weird
app.
about
Yeah.
the clock app.
Okay.
All right, let's see. Wow, we have a lot of comments. Where do we end up?
I
Let's
think it
start
was
here.
Sammy's. Okay.
She'll bring real dramatic. Yeah, she being real dramatic. She is. The niggas get so overwhelmed with options when he has.
Yes, he does.
And I agree, and I think his wife should know that. Like that's a real thing.
I think I want to subscribe to their podcast to see if like that's a recurring thing. It's like, okay, dude, you just are like Oxan, you just get overwhelmed with options. What are you doing?
That nigga SWaG now want some donuts. Fuck you, man. Damn. Devon, bring me some fucking donuts over here. Just leave them on the porch. Run back.
Sammy says, ask what they are moved for: cake, pie, cake, ice cream. Yeah. I mean, that's what I mean. If you know your partner, you know what they like. I would just go ahead and get them what they like. But if sometimes you might feel eventually.
I'm gonna be mad. I'm gonna eat what you bring, but I'm gonna be mad. Go ahead. He sound henpecked. Yeah. Julie ain't playing that. If y'all been together for a while, then you should know what they like and don't like. I would buy a couple of options.
I ain't buying a couple of options. You get one.
Oh no. Are we poor? We can get a couple
You bring
a couple of
you send some option money.
Wait a minute, Don.
Y'all know I'm cheap. You send option money if you want other options.
I'm like,
damn, Don, you
can afford a couple of different types of ice cream, girl. Like, come on.
Like, did he get the big pack of Oreos, Don?
The jingler of the keys not on his watch.
You should just
Not
ask.
on his watch.
Clearly, in his case, you should just ask John for what you want.
Right.
Yeah. Or just tell John.
I think that's where he's in this sort of cold war with her about this because he wants her to ask her directly.
Right.
She is unwilling to do that.
Take on the motherfucking keys. You better bring that ass home.
Yeah. I mean, I hate to say this though, but based on the internet, women be choosing violence with their men a lot. Like they be doing a lot of petty shit that I'd be like, thank God I am not with a woman.
Yeah,
and this is not me being misogynistic. This is y'all women admitting to this shit on the internet.
Yeah.
I look at him and he's sitting there peaceful, so I decide to make an argument just to I'm like, what? Like, oh my God.
I'm bored. Let me argue with him.
Yeah, disaster.
Disaster. Dudes that do that. That's not like I have a friend of mine on that mind because I don't want anybody to figure out who he is.
Is he the woman? Is he the woman?
Oh, shut up,
Green.
So the conversation we had real quick, 30 seconds.
All right, I'm
he was sitting there. He was just sitting there peaceful, just eating. That motherfucker got on my nerves. I said, for what? It was the way he was eating them cookies. He just got on my nerves.
He the
I
woman.
was like, what? That makes no sense. I was like, what happened? He was like, nothing. I had a bad day. I want everybody else. But I said, you a whole bitch, yo. For real. That's crazy.
You a whole petty ass bitch.
A whole petty ass bitch. I hope he took that cookie and threw it up. Check out there. Post Malone Oreos and see what happens. What are Post Malone Oreos?
I think Post Malone is doing some collab with Oreo cookies.
Oh, they white on the outside and brown on the inside.
Good night, America. I think we just been.
I love that.
They do have a billion different types of Oreos. I have no idea.
They really do.
Can someone Google Post Malone Oreos, please?
Somebody's getting fired.
Why is no one ready?
David says he doesn't like chocolate. Miss Carol says get rid of the chocolate ice cream. I think this was regarding the Neapolitan discussion.
I like for the record, I love all those flavors individually. It's just dumping them all together in a box is just not.
Oh, you don't like them touching.
Ooh, the Post Malone Oreos look like shit. I'm sorry.
Can somebody put up a picture of the Post Malone Oreos?
Hold on, let me share screen.
This is like a whole news story now.
Right.
Oh my god.
Why are you doing that?
What?
Why are you doing that? Sammy says I'm not paying money for ice cream and only eat 2/3.
Y'all are terrible people. Y'all are just awful.
I've never.
Why can't he just bring back an apple pie? They sell like crazy at Costco and Sam's Club.
Yeah, pretty much. Just
and they have no flavor whatsoever.
I'm gonna say, rarely does the apple pie meet the hype. Rarely. Usually they're kind of bland.
Have you ever had a group with anybody? Has anybody ever had like, such and such makes a very good apple pie? Never. Like I never like.
They rarely.
As a last resort because it's the only thing that's there.
Either the crust is bland and don't have enough sugar in it, or the apples is bland and don't have enough sugar, or they cook to this.
There they are.
Yeah, that's a good point. I know someone who makes a good apple pie, but they're like spicy. They're actually on the spicy side, which is not what you expect.
Is that
it looks like it got, to me, it looked like it got a little swirl of shit in the middle, but that's just
your shit coming out looking like that. That's the real light. Light skin.
That's not focused.
John, you might want to see your.
I didn't say mine.
Gastroenterologist.
Oh Lordy!
I want to taste one.
I mean, it looks like it could be a caramelish flavor, so I'm interested.
Right. Okay. It kind of also looks like the other side of the cookie is a different, like it might be vanilla flavor, maybe it's just the cream is all over it. I can't tell.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, what's going
y'all
on?
Let us know when y'all taste it, because I ain't eating that.
John is so
there ain't too much that John won't. There's some things that John just won't eat.
He must beat him. That's
why. Mr. Cole says beat him. That's why he's so shaky. Oh Lord, not me.
Oh, okay. Wait a minute. It's Post Malone Oreos is a swirl of salted caramel and and shortbread cream. That's what the swirl is.
Girl, look girl, she be knowing. She be knowing her food when she looking at it, girl. I said caramel, bitch.
Bro, you crazy as shit. Any peach dessert, I'll stay after school and clap some erasers.
Sammy.
Doesn't take much, bro. Doesn't take much for the clap.
Let's see.
I make it clap and I laugh out loud. I'm with you. He's afraid to be punched in the face and locked in the basement. Wow. As punishment for pissing her off. Ain't nobody pissing Becky off.
She just ain't gonna give him no pussy. That's all.
That pink rancid pussy. Cream.
That.
Right, this is God. You better have dessert money. You better before you get, or you left.
I did like the way you said that.
You better have some Oreo money, motherfucker. Guys, he's married to a white woman, right? The apple pie would have been. Yo, AA Ron. Yeah. Don't nobody want them boo boo.
Wow.
Cookies.
Y'all, I think they would be all right. I think some people just don't
salted
like
caramel sounds good.
Yeah, salted caramel is good.
It does, yeah.
But on an Oreo cookie, Maybe, yeah.
People slept on vanilla Oreos for a long time.
Yeah, they did, and they actually
I'm
really
still
good.
sleeping on them. So
you don't like the white boys? You don't like all the
no,
white boys? You don't like them?
I want
You're
plain
super
black
sweet.
Oreos. I don't want that other stuff.
John is just old. That's
a
all.
purist. My brother just a purist. Leave him alone. He's a purist.
Yeah.
Don't believe in that bullshit. Don't
That's-
bring no integration up here.
It is
You know.
different. It can't be different.
I don't like flavored
real
cream.
quick.
I don't like flavored cream for coffee either. It's just not me.
You just don't like fun things. That's why you're a man.
Right.
Well, call me a curmudgeon then.
I love my caramel macchiato creamer. I do.
John, real quick, before we move on to the next. Why did you tell me that Tubi has like old TV shows? Like I was watching What's Happening Now and Amy.
I think we mentioned that before that they have old.
Really,
TV
like they got
series
1,000
on
commercials that I can't get rid of. But I'm down for it. I was like, yo, they got some good ass.
I rewatched Dallas. What you talking about? So
yeah, I get it. Who shot JR? Nigga,
I was into it as if it was right going on right now. But anyway.
He was like, I gotta get back home, watch that Dallas. That's what I'm doing.
Oh,
right,
Lordy.
I'm watching the Carol Burnett show. Genius.
All right, let's go ahead and move on. I'm gonna have to download a video, so I'm gonna skip one segment and jump into our new favorite segment. John goes in deep.
And I repeat, the picture is not good. We gotta get the letters together. I'm telling you, the people
Look. As a person who was being ogled to, I stand in defense of John. Them E's are okay. Them E's stay where they at. Okay.
Right.
Okay. But this coming from a person that just put their titties on the internet.
First of all, that was an old picture. Okay. Second of all, I have not posted no shirtless pictures in quite a while, sir. So do not try me. Do not try me. Okay.
Thick night. Put it in class. You know I love you. I couldn't wait to see that post today. I was like, yes. Okay.
All right. So today's question is, how do you communicate with someone that doesn't care for your significant other? My response was, define someone. Is it a family member, friend, coworker? I need a reason why. If it's a valid reason, they need to explain. This is the person that I chose as a partner. Family can get cut off. Friends can get cut off. If you don't have a valid reason, then shut the fuck up, be respectful, and govern yourself accordingly. You will respect me and mine, and you will get that in return. If you can't be happy for me, then kick rocks.
God damn.
Okay.
And then there were various other responses next, and here are some of them. Now, the last one I had to laugh out loud about. He said, simple, take them off speakerphone. That I kind of laughed at that one. But there were some other opinions. One person says you don't. Somebody said you keep the two separate, and at the end, a friend will always be there. Relationships come and go. Sometimes friends do too. So, the same way you would any other human. Somebody else said, huh? If the someone isn't my parents or siblings, then what is there to communicate with them about? And I never understand why everyone needs to like everyone. I've been in relationships where I don't like their friends and vice versa, as long as we're respectful and cordial. So that's today's topic. Anybody want to weigh in? I'm kind of interested in what Cream has to say since he is currently in a relationship.
Well, I agree with the last person what they said in terms of we all don't have to love each other as long as we can just deal in a way that doesn't make people upset and stuff. So I think it's fine. But as you said though, why don't you? That can make a difference, as well. What's the why? Did he beat you up 10 years ago, and that's why you don't like him?
Is he a scammer? Does he have a criminal record?
Probably it don't matter. I'm gonna still be on my man's side in terms of like, well, he here, bitch. So
Right.
you know, where I go, he goes. So we're gonna have to figure out how to deal with this. But yeah.
I think there was also something you said, John, about the relationship with that person, because I've noticed some of these in-law relationships, are fraught, to say the least, where someone has to decide between their wife and their mother, because the mother hates hates his partner. So I think one of the ways that someone can do it badly, I've seen, is being kind of like not getting involved at all. And I think you can't do that with your partner. Like, you need to stick up for your partner. If your mother is talking shit about your partner, like, you need to be like, hey, like, that's my wife.
I think we saw that one time on another clip with like the mother who said that like the mother-in-law would come over with a gift for her child but not the other child, and it just caused like and the husband's just sitting there like, what am I supposed to do? It's like, to get involved, dude.
Yeah, you're supposed to stand up for your wife. Like, I mean, you could do so firmly and respectfully to your mother and just be like, look, I know you got feelings about it, but you're not going to do this in front of me, and you're not going to, you have every right to those feelings.
Right.
So.
But yeah, I just need to know, why don't you like them? I mean, give me a reason as to what is it that, I mean, did y'all do something before? Is that why you don't like him? And now he's with me. I need to know for me why you don't like him.
What difference does it make though? Like, are you gonna like side with them?
Nope.
Okay, so why do you need to know? It's like you got your reason.
It lets
in
me
your
know
mind.
In my mind, I need to know, because if it's
okay.
something real petty, then maybe we shouldn't even be friends. But I just need to know.
Or it could be like a misunderstanding, and so that would give him an opportunity to kind of like clear it up and be like, "Oh no, that never happened. What are you talking about?"
That so rarely happens though. Like, people say, "Oh, I just heard everything you said, and I'm going to change my mind." Who's ever said that?
Well, at least John is giving them the opportunity to try, and then if they don't, then
I get the idea of like,
he will jingle the keys and he will be on his way. So
because if it's stupid as fuck, I get the point of wanting to drop that.
Right.
And that's why when I read the question, I was like, who is someone? I mean, because each relationship is different. A family relationship, a friend relationship, coworker, each is different. So I need to know who he was talking about. That's just me. I just had to.
Yeah, I've experienced that before, where my ex of 8 years, his brother didn't like me because I was black. So yeah, he thought that all black men were the same. They just wanted to use people for their money and stuff like that. And there were several times I wanted to say something out of my mouth, but he was like, "No, don't say that." I'm like, "Why not? If you not gonna say nothing, I sure the fuck am. What's going on?"
Right.
And sometimes you are going to have to say, I would. I don't care. I know that's my partner. I would, because you're making a blanket statement about all black men, and that's not true.
Right.
Not at all. All right, let's see what these comments are saying. Sammy says, Pluto TV has some good old TV. I'm always watching the Mission Impossible station. Okay. Green said it's giving diaper.
Y'all need to stop that. It is not that bad.
Calvin says it still ain't spread them eaves. Said Big John.
No. Y'all a bunch of whore dogs.
Ain't nothing wrong with showing off your chi-chis. I post mine often. I know you do.
We know.
Where he posted his chi-chis at? On Twitter?
All over. You ain't seen Mr.
I don't know, girl. What's the Twitter? Let me see.
He the president of the Big Titty Committee.
Alex says, and you don't communicate with them. Next question. Hey, John and them titties. Right with you there, John.
Right.
See, y'all not responding to the question we had on hand. Y'all talking about diapers and spread ease. You people.
NC guy is gotta agree with John. It's a 3F theory. If you're not feeding, fucking, or financing my life, you have no room to speak about my life. Come on, bro.
Point blank period. Right.
On PBA. Right.
Was it me, or did y'all hear John going to get the wire cutters to begin cutting cords?
Oh, I did say I'd cut everybody off, so I guess that's
Oh no.
Sammy says Greg sound like he the VP of Donnell's titty committee.
Listen, I will not confirm nor deny nor be judged up in here.
Okay. All right. Moving on to another favorite segment of ours. Are the straights okay? And this week's gem comes from our very own Thick Night here. And I've actually, we talked about it earlier, and I had said, yeah, I kind of heard this story too. So I think some of you have heard of DJ Academics.
okay.
Okay. So he found himself in a little bit of trouble this week. Just being kind of a douche, or being a creep. Yeah, so let me play this clip and y'all tell me what you think.
Yeah, if Max said he wanted to try fucking a dude, will you let him fuck you?
No.
Why not?
Why not?
Yeah. You can have. Wait.
If I can't fuck you, I'm cutting you off.
No, yeah. Suppose he's like, yo, bro, listen, yo, you always wanted me to be next to you. Now I could be inside of you. Pause.
Yo, I'm not gay.
Nah,
you said you suck a dick though.
Yeah.
Yes, so with it.
Wait, hold on. So you tell me that there's not another 15-year-old that you could bust down?
Yo, bro.
Yo, like, I'm serious. So there's not another 15-year-old you could bust down.
You go to school?
Yo, if Max got a sister and she threw you the box, would you smash her?
He already has a sister.
All right, if she threw you the box, would you smash her?
No, because I'm 15.
What that mean?
He's a boy 18.
What that mean?
Okay, what does that mean?
It will be grooming.
It'll be what?
Grooming.
That has nothing to do with you.
The 15-year-old in the room has to tell the adults in the room what grooming is.
Right.
Yeah.
Is this what y'all do
If we
when y'all
turn
play
this
these
off,
games?
this is creepy. Yeah.
This is a lot of what happens on game chats. This is true.
Unfortunately.
It's rough. It's rough.
Bro, and that is a baby. Oh my god. Please
And that
It happens.
Goody comb in her hair. Oh, God.
I'm on a case.
It's rough.
That's a 15-year-old boy.
It's one of the reasons why I have difficulty playing group games, because it is racist. It is
All the
homophobic.
virginity for like old women, right?
Right, exactly. It's like
So fucking bad.
and I'm just like, and when Cream and I were talking about it, I mean, we both kind of said the same thing. It's like, it's always the LGBTQ community who's accused of sexualizing children
and we see this.
Right.
And it's like, wow.
Right.
So what's the context? So like, this is a famous streamer or somebody, or
right? Yeah, he's a famous streamer.
Okay.
I mean, he's problematic. I mean, he's done some pretty horrible things, and he's always kind of gotten away with it.
Okay.
But it's just the fact that, like, here you are. This kid is telling you, I'm 15. I'm 15. And people love to say like, oh well, I had no idea how old they were. He's telling them, dude, I'm 15. And it's like they're constantly keep trying to, like, guide him into like this sexually charged conversation. And the kid is like,
Right.
I mean, kudos to the kid, because he's just like, I'm not taking the bait.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm 15, y'all. What are y'all doing? Y'all are being weird. And it's like, but basically his excuse is like, well, this is the way we always talk. in Discord servers, and I'm like,
it is.
Yeah.
Trust me, I hate it. It's horrible.
You know, they get really ranchy and nasty and stuff like that. I mean, let it be known, like you know, Mr. Beast, and I don't know if you guys know who he is, but he's like a real famous YouTuber. Like, I mean, rich, and like even he has been accused of like being inappropriate in a Discord server with like some of his underage members in his thing. So it's just like, but again, it just brings you back to the question, like, but we're the problem, you know, us gay people,
we're the ones,
right? We're always lurking around trying to be sexual with children, and yet here supposedly straight man, you know, talking about coming to penetrate a 15-year-old, and then saying like, why not? Like,
and asking a 15-year-old, would you let somebody do that? I'm like, what?
But this is the same man.
Take a shower now.
This is the same man that when he was going back and forth with Santana, and Santana said, "I will come over there and fuck you in your ass." He acted like he was all like, "Oh my god, this gay man said he would rape me." Oh my god, like,
I remember that.
Yeah, like
yeah, exactly.
Performance.
It is
a whole performance.
Right. They do a lot of that stuff to get attention. Yeah.
He's gonna get the wrong attention on that one. He's gonna end up, you know, banned online there.
Yeah, and I think some of the other streamers are like calling him out now and saying like, dude, that's literally inappropriate. You can't be doing that.
For real.
And you know, the backlash has started with him. So, you know, whether he gets kicked off or not, I'm not sure. I haven't heard anything new about it, but it's just like, again, it's always us that's the problem. But you know,
like try to go into one of those. Like I started playing this game. What was it? Call of Duty, Warfare or whatever. Like it's one of those. Like it's like Fortnite, but much more like realistic or whatever. And you can hear everybody can talk to each other. You know, when you're within range of each other, it is the worst cesspool. It's like what the fuck?
And honestly, that's a lot of reason why I don't play online with other people, because like they do.
Let me guess. The N word is rampant.
Oh yes,
I bet it is rampant.
Very rampant. So yeah.
You'll be like asking someone not to shoot you because you're doing something else or whatever, and they say, "Fuck you, faggot." I can't.
Right, wait a minute.
You know, like what the fuck? What's wrong with you? They get off on being the worst people in the world.
They really do. Like they get their kicks off of that.
Yeah, they do.
So
it's like I'm gonna be the worst person ever.
It's very purge energy. Right?
It is.
That's what they go.
I gotta call them.
They're so like repressed in their real life, right? Like they gotta behave and you know follow the rules in real life when they really just want to be a dick, you know.
Yeah.
And so when they get in their games, that's what they do. They just try to be the worst person they can.
But when they was playing with him, he had on his camera? Couldn't they not see that he was a kid?
Oh yeah, they could. They can.
Okay.
And you know, it's not the first time they've done this, but you know, it's just the fact that you know they try to explain it away as like, well, this is just what gamers do. It's like,
well, this is just it's something normal. It's the whole, we're not going to tell the neighbors that Uncle Rory touched Melinda when she, you know, it's the whole stupid under the rug thing. Or keep it in the house, and a lot of people just ignore it. They're like, oh, it's just banter. It's just how we talk. Like, no,
that ain't banter.
It's just boys being boys. They're just
they have that kind of mentality with it.
But you know, people don't believe shit's think no more, so it's okay. Oh God, none of these straights in the pic look all right at all.
And that's why I picked it. Sammy said, "Now that's grooming." Yes, absolutely,
absolutely is.
Ox says that's a wild combo to have on a stream with a fucking minor. Where's the police? They might be on their way. I don't know.
Right.
I've heard some people say they're sending that conversation to the FBI. I don't know, but we'll see. Mr. Collins says, "Oh hell no, that conversation is all the way cringy. Why are these grown ass men having that kind of convo with someone that's clearly a child?" Shaking my head. Right, exactly. Academics makes my stomach turn.
And he's also the one that also had an issue with Lizzo. Calling her big and everything, talking about so she shouldn't be out here like that. So you shouldn't be out here like this.
Exactly. Mr. Carroll says that shit scares me as a parent to see that. Yeah, I mean, you know, you want to think your kids are safe online and stuff like that, but like you just don't know what they're being exposed to. So
right.
Sammy says it's also creepy that the 15-year-old is only showing his face, but everyone is commenting on doing some sexual stuff. Right.
Right.
Because everybody else got their cameras off, but he's got his camera on. So yeah. Mirrorless said disgusting behavior. Mrs. Taylor said somebody called Chris
Hansen. Right.
Oh wow.
Right.
And NC God says we didn't have this bull, we just had the Atari 2600. Yes.
True that.
Bring back them old days of like not having to deal with this bullshit. So I wasn't going to put this on the list because I'm like, well, really, it's not. I could really.
I don't even know what you can put on the list.
Well, I figured something. It's not very good, but at least it's on here. So what is it? Straight men can't do. They can't accuse the LGBTQ community of grooming when they're the ones doing it. So
I love that. Very, very good.
All right, so we will add that to the list so the list continues to grow. So yeah, straights are not okay. So anyway.
Yeah.
All right. Well, moving on to we didn't I don't think we did this last time, but we're gonna do it this week. It's Gadget and Doodad Tuesdays.
Yeah.
If anybody's been watching the news today or the last couple of days, I'm sure you all have heard of something called DeepSeek and probably wondering what the hell is DeepSeek. Well,
we have not.
DeepSeek is. So
already using it.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, we might get your commentary on what you think about it, but let me play this clip.
A new Chinese artificial intelligence tool is raising concerns from Silicon Valley to Wall Street this morning. It's called DeepSeek, and yesterday it became the most downloaded free app in the U.S. on Apple's App Store. Its most recent chatbot model was released just last week.
DeepSeek's AI assistant functions very similar to American-made ChatGPT. Look at your screen here in this side-by-side video. The two platforms even look the same. You might be familiar with ChatGPT. But after it triggered a major tech stock sell-off yesterday, China's new tool has some U.S. lawmakers and investors questioning America's spot as the global AI leader.
NBC News personal technology analyst Joanna Stern joins us now with more on this. She's also a senior personal technology columnist for the Wall Street Journal. Always good to have you with us, Joanna. I mean, for those who might be hearing about DeepSeek for the first time, which I think is most folks, walk us through what it is and what it does.
Well, you guys did a good job before explaining it. It really is like a ChatGPT competitor, a competitor to all of these new large language model chatbots. And that's why people are downloading it. Sure, they want to see what the competitor is. But really, the big thing here is that this is out of China. And last week, DeepSeek released its new model, R1. And many in Silicon Valley were blown away by this model. And they also released one in December. And so this company has been growing and growing and growing, some real mind share in Silicon Valley because of how good this model is. And it isn't just that it's good, it's that the company says, this Chinese company says, that they have used a lot less money to train and create this model than the US companies are. And that's why we saw the freak out yesterday on Wall Street.
Yeah, it's cheaper to develop. It doesn't use as much. It doesn't use as much bandwidth as Americans.
Like a lot less, like 97.
A lot less, yeah.
97% less. And what's interesting is, it ties into some of the things that happened politically, which was, the CHIPS Act back in, I think it was 22 or 23. They basically banned the export of these chips from NVIDIA to China to try to force them not to create these things, and so they just found a way around it.
Yep.
And then they wrote a paper about like we have a better model, literally, because we just had to work with what they had.
Right.
And now, like Nvidia, which is the world's largest company, like lost $600 million in yeah.
Good. Fuck y'all, niggas.
Yeah, they were the number one. I think it might still be the number one company evaluated.
They
They're still
rebounded
over,
today.
yeah, they're still over $3 trillion.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, here's the thing with DeepSeek. You can't ask it anything about China, though.
Oh, yeah, of course not.
Right.
So
go figure. But yeah, it did cause a stir on like Wall Street because a lot of people are shaking their heads saying like, wait a minute, you tech companies, you say, y'all need billions and billions and billions of dollars to do this stuff, and they did it. I think they said they built it with like $5.6 million. So it's kind of like that's a lot less than y'all been asking for. So what are y'all doing with all that extra money? So
yeah, because they had just announced a new server farm in Texas, which they're calling Stargate of all things. $500 billion that they got investments for just a server farm to run the next AI model. Now, mind you, having all that firepower is good because I think DeepSeek is an open source learning model.
Yes.
And so they released the paper. So that means that they can take that learning model and use it on these incredibly powerful server farms that we're using.
Right.
So, yeah.
And the other thing is now what some people are saying is that, well, maybe part of the reason that it was done so cheaply is that, because the Chinese have been accused of, stealing intellectual property. So it may be that they kind of got their hands on some proprietary coding and just kind of, cheated and did like, we didn't have to do all this other stuff. This stuff was already done. I don't know. And nobody knows because, of course, what goes on there is, not for us to find out. But I haven't downloaded. I haven't tried to download it, so I don't know. But of course, everybody says like, but if you use it, just understand your data is going over to the Chinese government. So kind of goes hand in hand with like the whole red note thing, where people were saying like, you might be signing up for the Chinese army and don't even know it yet.
I think it's good news, though.
Right.
Yeah, I don't have any plans on using it, but I think it's good news for, the development of AI in general. Like I said, even though, people might have ideas that they may have stolen technology, it seems as though they're being pretty transparent about how they developed it, like their processes. That's something that OpenAI was supposed to have done until Microsoft got involved.
Right.
And they shut that shit down. Like they started making it more proprietary.
I just wanted to compare it to ChatGPT, and it is exactly the same. So
yeah, a lot of people are saying they're running it side by side, and it runs pretty much as fast. Yeah.
Wow, does it really? Cool.
Yeah, that's what I mean. There's a guy on TikTok. He was trying to do. He was doing a demonstration, but he spent so long talking, just introducing what he was gonna do. People were kind of like, "Can you just get to the comparison? Like, you're doing a whole lot of talking. You haven't done the comparison yet. What's going on, dude?" So,
yeah,
we'll see what happens with this, bro. All right. Looks like we didn't get any more comments, so let's go on to shit my mama say. So I have a conversation with my mom. So my niece is graduating this year from college, and as a graduation gift, her parents want to take her on a cruise. She did a cruise for her high school graduation, and she loved it so much. So now she's turning into one of those people that like always wants to take a cruise all the time. I'm not really a cruise person, but I'm trying to be a good uncle. So I'm like, okay, I'll participate this time. So of course, they asked my mom if she wants to participate, and of course she's all for it. She was gung ho on it. So she calls me today, and she's just like, "Don't tell your sister, but I don't think I'm going. I'm like, well, why? Well, first off, why do you not want me to tell her that? And B, why are you not going? So
God.
she says that she's not going because she's like, I don't want to be like, y'all want to run somewhere and everybody's waiting on me, and I'm just like, shuffling along and bringing because, and I'm just like, well, I mean, we're on the ship. It's like
not too many places you can go.
You can literally just stay on the ship if you want,
Right, exactly. But I know my mom, and my mom is one of those people. It's like she wants to do everything we do. She wants us to do as a group, and I have said like,
I
don't have to do that, but she don't want to do that.
Yeah, this is your
how my mom is.
right?
She's very proud. She doesn't want to stick out. She wants to, blend in with everybody else and be, glamorous. but she's just like, well, no, I don't want to do that because I know everybody's gonna be running around doing a whole bunch of stuff, and I'm not gonna be wanting to do a whole bunch of stuff. I'm like, that's okay. If you don't want to do nothing, you don't have to. I was like, that's the beauty of being on a cruise ship. If you don't want to do absolutely nothing but sit in your room all day long, you can do that.
Exactly.
But I cruise, I go strictly for the buffet. That's it.
Say what now?
I go strictly for the food. I go strictly for the buffets.
Well, she's not a foodie. She's more, she's a shopper. She wants to do a whole lot of shopping. But I guess she figured she could shop at home. But I'm still trying to figure out why she didn't want me to tell my sister. So of course, I call my sister. And I tell her. I mean,
you gotta find out eventually, right?
She's gonna find out eventually, right? It's like,
but she explicitly told you.
Yeah, this is
not to tell.
Yeah.
Yes, and there have been times when my sister specifically told me not to tell my mama something, and guess what? I told my mama. So, in other words, if you want me not to tell nobody nothing, don't tell me.
I'm calling Miss A tomorrow on my lunch break.
Of course you are, Greg. Of course you are.
Don't tell you you're taking notes.
I'm
taking notes of what you're gonna tell her. Like, all right, here we go. Yeah, all the details.
Hey, Mark, I'm gonna snitch outside the blur on me. Snitches on. Yo.
I have told my sister about his snitches. She's like, "You gonna get cut, Greg, if you don't stop."
That's funny.
I'm scared of the princess. I'm scared of her. No, I mean, I understand that though. As a person that has been in recovery for 18 months, that's a real thing. I don't. So, like, my friends want to do shit. They're like, "Oh, Greg, you should just get a wheelchair, until you heal, or get a scooter." No, bitch, I don't want to be a big ass nigga with no goddamn scooter, running around eating ice cream on a scooter. No,
not ice cream.
You know what I'm saying?
Neapolitan ice cream.
Have your cocktail run people over.
What was it last year, SWaG? We went with that, my little travel group. We went to St. Martin.
Right.
St. Martin, St. Bart's, all that stuff. And I had, because like I had already paid the money, so I had to go. I was like, oh. You know what I mean? It's like it wasn't. I get your mom's point of view. It wasn't.
It was like, do I have to go?
Yeah, it was. I did have to go, right? But it was not altogether comfortable. Now, when I got there, I got a great scooter. I was drinking and driving. I mean, it was so sloshed all the time. But it just wasn't. It was a lot of shit. You know what I mean? It's like
right.
But she ain't moving. She's nowhere near my level of injury I was then in last April. So that's no excuse for her. She's still pop, lock, and dropping it. So that's not.
What did your sister say when you told her?
She said she wasn't surprised. She said, well, first she said, why didn't she want me to know that? It's like I wouldn't know that she, like, we show up on the cruise and she's not there. And it's just like, well, where's mama ass? Like, I don't know why. But then she also was like, I mean, she said she understood. She's like, her son isn't going. It's just like, the whole family doesn't have to go. It's like,
just
wanted to see what people wanted to do it.
Going to SWaG?
Belize.
Oh.
Does it dock?
Does it dock in Belize for a few days?
It does. Oh, just for a day.
Mm-hmm. Tell the princess I might give her a call. I might check it out.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Ox says, I love the TV sitcom Smash Cut of SWaG going. I promise I won't say anything, Ma. To him on FaceTime with his sister. You don't believe what Mama told me?
Yeah.
Smash Cut.
Yeah, that's exactly how it go down.
Yeah.
Why you gonna call me out like that? Really? Come on.
Very sitcom like.
And then he get up on his little show talking about it. See,
right, my little show, right?
You know exactly what's coming.
Look, in this family, we do not keep secrets, especially that. Like, now she said something really, really bad. I would
I
not.
thought you were going to tell the iPhone story because that was more good. I thought you were going to tell that story.
Oh yeah, she wanted to get an iPhone. My stepdad said she couldn't get an iPhone, so she didn't get an iPhone. I asked her why is he so opposed to her getting one? She's like, I don't want to talk about it.
Right. She just shut it all the fuck down.
So now me and my sister, I'm kind of like, you know what? Maybe I should just go ahead and just get her one, just so I can be like, you know what? But I don't do that because I don't want to cause no trouble. Because she might be like, Lord, now you know he gonna be mad because you defied him. I'm just like, okay, I'll leave that alone. I don't understand what the opposition is. Because I'm just like, I would never tell my partner we have to have the exact same phone. I dare you to get a different phone than I got, but
it's that old school kind of love. We gotta have matching everything. Jumpsuits.
Gotta be matchy.
Hey, cream jumpsuits, hats, cowboy boots. Now, Queen, the question is, what did you leave and go eat? Because you look like it was delicious, whatever it was.
Oh, I'm still in the middle. With this little cheeseburger and tater tots, you know.
Well, from Hardy.
From a Knack Burger is the name of just our local burger spot.
Because it came back and you looked like there was a look of satisfaction. He was like, so it was good. I did this. This is good. Yeah. So shout out to Hardee's though, since we're talking about that. Like I haven't had a Hardee's in years. They just joined DoorDash in my neighborhood. And they shit is off the chain. Them Frisco burgers, my nigga. Thank you, Hardy.
Yeah. Do that too many times in a row, you're gonna have a heart attack. I'm just saying, them bitches is.
I mean,
they're the realness. They are.
They're not known for salads. That's for damn sure.
No, they strictly pour away trash meals. You get tater tots. You get tater tots. You get motherfucking 3 different entrees in one bag for 99 cents.
What I would tell your mom though about the scooter is just encourage her that there are plenty of people using those scooters who don't need them. You know what I mean? Who just like, I don't want to do all that walking, so I'm just going to get a scooter. You know what I mean?
Right.
There's plenty of people who would do that, and it doesn't mean you're an invalid. You know, if you don't, if you use it or. When we went to Vegas, I got a scooter because it was a huge resort. And I was like, I don't want to be sweating by the time we get from one end of the resort to the other end of the resort and like stopping and taking breaks and going, hold on now, let me
Well, that was
let me get it together. Like, you know.
Right. So now I'm all about that scooter life, Cream. You know what I'm saying? Like, even though I can walk now, I'm all about that scooter life. Because listen, I can drink and get on the scooter and go at least 20 miles an hour and beat everybody there.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Do some hazard turns, you know, with it.
I was in it. Like, I was totally opposed to it at first. And then the whole, like, especially that bald head gal, was like, bitch, why don't you just get a scooter and stop playing? It's good. You act like, bitch, you been walking, you gonna walk again, bitch. Just this one vacation, you're not gonna be able to walk on the beach. So what? So, so you know, we take this 85-hour flight to goddamn St. Martin, right? So I'm pissed. So now nobody told me like there is no like ramp. So 2 big black Martinese bucks had to pull me, had to carry me down the steps. Woo! They was sweating. I said, I'm gonna tip y'all. I got you. Because like there is no like ramp in the airport. No, you land like in the middle of the street. Like a big ass airplane. They come get. They was like, who's in a wheelchair? I was like, and they strapped their ass in like Hannibal Lecter, John.
Wow.
And they're like, cross your arms. So you can, and they take you down, and then stay on the tarmac until they go get a special cart for you. And so, nothing says I'm special, then you're waiting for your own cart. So, like the island was not like accessible in any means of the word accessible.
Right.
So everything was teeny tiny. And you need something. So when the I got quickly. So and I was like, hey, I can't fit on it. I was like, so and they can break it. It was terrible.
I'm gonna say though, that cruise is gonna be super accessible, right?
Right.
They're literally made for your mom.
Right.
You get a handicap room, them joints is big.
Yeah.
For the same price as a regular room. I'm gonna call her.
Oh my goodness. All right, let's go through some more comments before we end the show. Cream had a food gas.
Okay.
I'm working on it.
Yes, they do, brother. Chad. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. They got heart disease.
My problem with the scooters is people treat them like cars or they can't drive them.
Listen, don't judge. Don't judge me. Carl.
And Mr. Carroll says, let's go, Big Back Nation.
It's a big back. Hey. Hey. Put your big back. Put your big back out.
All right. So, as always, we love to close out the show with everybody's favorite Murder Mittens. What's the T'Challa watching?
I haven't spoken to T'Challa today. Where you at?
Over there, sweet.
Yeah, over there. Mm-hmm.
He told me when you left the house that you wanted to know. He told me.
Okay, I'll do that. All right, let's take a look and see what is T'Challa watching this.
Never heard of, part 6. This is the Himalayan fur goblin, and it's one of the planet's deadliest animals. This creature is a mind-altering parasite and uses
Chaos.
I have never. They act like they never ate before.
I'm telling you. Now that's the way T'Challa used to be when I first got him as Peter. Like when that thing would go off, it didn't matter where he was, he would take off like a rocket into that Peter. Now it's just kind of like, oh, okay. I'll get to it when I'm ready.
Yeah, that's how Shannon's cat is. Shannon's cat don't care. When he put the food out, he's like, oh, okay, whatever.
Because they don't have no competition. That's why they ain't got to run for it.
Right. It's like, I'll just say that for later. That'll be a little snack. A little snack for later when I feel like it. I don't feel like it right now.
It's true. Like with cats, they do get competitive about their food. Like, even if they're not hungry, they don't want to see the other cat eat. Before they do, like it's a pecking order thing.
Yeah.
Like that video of the cat eating and his had his paw like stuck out trying to keep the other cat away.
It's like, no, I get to eat first.
Right.
Like I look.
The paw.
They're like I have been here. I was here before you. I eat first.
Talk to the paw, nigga. Talk to the paw.
And if there was another cat up in here, I know T'Challa would be like, no.
First of all, the first thing in the statement of all, there would never be another cat there. T'Challa would kill that motherfucker. I have never in my life seen a cat so territorial. He thinks everything is his. And he's like, he does. No.
Look, you come home one day, where's the other cat at? T'Challa locked him out the house.
Right, exactly. he has figured out how to get DoorDash to deliver his food. He has figured out how to turn on the water. He has figured out how to clean his litter box. He don't need me anymore.
Right.
That's it.
All right, folks. Well, that's all that I have for tonight. We are going to head on over to Patreon. And if you're not a Patreon, go ahead, Greg.
Where's the Patreon song? I'm sorry.
Oh, you know what? We haven't played it in a long time. Where's the Patreon song? Oh, here it is.
Patreon.com. Media Mind.
Joy.
So if you are not a Patreon subscriber, consider being a subscriber. Support the show. You get access to the after show. You get access to our Discord. We promise we won't ask you inappropriate questions in there. Or we might. I don't know.
or no, they'll be the ones putting inappropriate questions in there.
Oh, well, yes, exactly.
We know our audience at this point.
Good point, Dick. Good point.
Are you going to stand up if we go? Thick? I see you moving your chair there. Are you going to stand up for your adoring fan? Come on, Bootylicious.
Move on, SWaG.
I don't think you're ready for this jelly. Ew.
Oh, Lordy. All right, folks. Thank you for joining us tonight. Patreon members, head on over to Patreon, and we will see y'all next week. Have a good one, everyone.
Cream Diggle, are you in the room? Cream Diggle, are you in the room? Okay.
Yeah.
He's stuffing his face again.
Cream. Adjective. The adjective that our guest used Saturday to describe thick was delicious. He said thick night was delicious.
Now that is a compliment, if I ever heard one.
He's also charming.
He like, whatever.
Right, and the guest was like,
what?
Yeah. You should hit him up. He would like to take you out.
You should hit him up, girl.
I mean, I sent him a friend request. He just hasn't accepted it yet.
He's not going. Yeah, no. Send him a message. He's not.
Okay.
He gets thousands of friend requests. He's like, I never look at those things.
Where did you message him at, or where did your friend him at?
Facebook.
Facebook.
Oh, hit him up on Instagram.
Yeah, hit him up on IG. He'll hit you right back. He was like,
yeah, I heard the response. I was like, oh wow, I didn't. The way it came out was just like, oh.
Malcolm first, and Malcolm was like, no, I'm good.
Yeah, I mean, we've talked before, like years ago, about around the time we met, like 20 years ago. So.
Yeah. So Malcolm was going through an old man phase at one point.
I've always had old man things.
Old man. He does. If it ain't 60, it ain't right.
No, I mean Kipper's cool though. He is.
No, he is really good people.
You're very cool.
Hey, Vic, this after show gonna give these fans what they want before they pass out from thirst. I don't know why he just gonna go ahead and stand up. I showed titties. You can stand up.
Or give them an actual call.
Well, he don't have his number though.
N3 has a dating service. Apparently, it's these people on the panel that want to be a dating
I'm
service.
trying to get y'all to sign up for this little dating game I want to play. Y'all won't make videos. Y'all won't participate. I'm tired. Me and the boys trying to get creative and stuff. We just don't want to participate.
Oh, God.
But the throuple is back and they're ready to be interviewed. So,
Okay.
Yeah, I am.
You know, I got a question.
Here for the throuple.
Cream has volunteered to come back as a co.
You know, I got questions, Biz. I'm ready to go deep, Biz.
He's definitely gonna go Barbara Walters on that ass.
Okay. I think that is. I try to do one guest host at a time, but I think that's a damn one. Just do a full panel. Just get it over with. Just get it over with. And I might just sit in the back and let y'all just go at it. Just like, I'll do the introduction. Welcome to Saturday Sit Down with your host Cream, Malcolm, SWaG, John, and Vic. And I'll go sit down somewhere.
So we need full transparency. We're not gonna be tiptoeing around them.
As you seen last Saturday, I don't accept guests that I don't. You have to have parameters. I have to have a full story. Now, Kipper's story was a little fuller than I expected, but I do tell my guests, listen, this is not gotcha. You know, I just want you to know if it's in the public sphere, it's going to be talked about. Now, I'm not going to dig in your personal life, but maybe.
I mean, if you come on and talking about you a throuple, we digging in your personal life.
Well, it's public. I got them.
Gotcha.
I got them from Growler, and so I did a shout. So, me and super producer up here, SWaG, I was like, I really would like a black throuple. He was like, "Oh yeah, you should put out." I was like, "No, I got to go to a particular place, like Growler. I can't just put that out there on Facebook." Like, what in the hell? Right? I ain't trying to go that route. So, and they responded, and I was like, "Oh God, okay." So they were gone somewhere where thruples go in the woods or where do they go?
That sounds like somewhere with no deodorant is worn.
So they got back last week and he said, well, we're going back again Friday. He said, but the middle of February will be ready. And I was like, now, this will be live. We'll all three participate. Yeah, I'll make them participate.
Oh, so they a throuple that got money. They like to travel. They like to do
three working ass niggas. I mean, listen.
Right. That's right. You got three. You got three y'all making $50,000 a year. Damn, that's bam.
Yeah, you good. Let me tell y'all something. If y'all motherfuckers got some jobs, y'all want to be in a throuple, I'll let you. Don't worry about top bottom. I am income accessible.
Right. Let's share these bills. Let's go throuple on these bills.
You know what I'm saying? Because a bitch is expensive. I'm gonna tell you right now. I am.
Oh God.
I am very, very expensive.
Yeah.
And, I need some help. These Apple products cost a lot of money, and I want to do iPad.
Oh God.
Thick, you're thick. I need my PlayStation lesson whenever you all. Has your schedule changed yet?
No, my schedule's still the same.
Well, I work on Sundays now.
What about Mondays?
I work on Mondays. That's how you stole my show, remember? Did you forget?
He is never gonna let you forget that.
Did you forget? No,
Look, I am just sitting in while you're on maternity leave. That's all.
Right. Because I'm already to tell my boss, look, bitch, I can on Mondays. Or I have to come in after 1 o'clock on Mondays. This motherfucker then hold a cot beat my ass. Just agree to hold a cop beat my ass. And there you go. I'm just out there. Like what's her name? Jenna Bush Hager. I'm just out there in the street. No, but I did. So thank you guys again so much. Saturday was very interesting. I did not think it was going to take the turns that it did. We had discussed that Brandy situation, and it was always so fun to me that she wanted to go to SeaWorld or Magic Mountain instead of recording one of the best debut albums in the history of music. But she's 14. She want to go ride. You know what I mean? She out here making Thea. She's 14. Her parents put her as to work at like a baby. You know what I mean?
Right.
Out here, her and Ray.
Yeah, I want to go hang out with my friends. Right.
No, you have to make money for us. Go sing.
Well, no, because you give up certain things for your kids. They move from Alabama or Mississippi, wherever they're from, to LA. You know what I'm saying? Both of the parents working 2 jobs. They gotta take time off, take these kids on go-sees and auditions. Just like the noses. Yeah, bitch, you gonna pay us back. They uprooted their whole lives and their family. I'm like, shit.
Yeah.
Get your ass up there and sing, Beyonce.
Beyonce.
Yeah, Beyonce. She went up there and sang them records. You know what I mean? Shit. But and then she didn't even finish high school. She got a GED. So it's the things that she had to finish school on the road. And it's the things that you give up for fame.
Yeah, it is interesting. Child performers. And of course, like what that sometimes takes from people that you didn't know childhood.
Okay, AK Brett, that's how you stole my show. It took Curtis from me, Michelle.
Curtis, you were supposed to love me, Curtis. Right.
That's funny.
All of a sudden, it's like Jackie Washington. This bitch just picked up my yellow dress and went out there.
Right. Everybody stole from me. Everybody stole from me. We got Diane Carroll, Barbara Streisand,
B. Arthur, Little Brandy.
Little Brandy, and
right, this bitch just picked up my yellow dress to sing my song. My grandmother is. She always tell that lie. Tell me something. We mixed. We mixed. We have Hatchapani Indian and have Korean. I love it so much. I'm sorry. What is it? Jackie's back.
Yes, I love Jackie's back. Entendre.
And so the funny story about that is I had the chance to ask her about it. She was like, the whole thing was just improvised. They just wrote a script of ideas and there was really no words. And I was like, when you got the dailies, what did you do? She was like, bitch, I just went with it. It was Robert Townsend. You just kind of, that's the kid.
Right.
He was like, it's silly. She's like, I couldn't hardly hold my face together. She's like, and the shit is a cult class. This shit is so goddamn silly. That's what she was saying. Like, you goddamn gays. Like, you goddamn gays. Like, all the silly shit. That's just silly.
One of my friends has this thing she's doing for the first time in Houston, this big arts thing, and she was trying to land a couple of big names, to headline, and she reached out to Jennifer Lewis.
And she did it.
And well, there's a story coming, and so Jennifer Lewis called her, talking to Jennifer Lewis, way, hey honey, hey, you trying to get me to come down to Houston and blah, blah, blah. And she says, oh, and my friend's like, she says, tell me about it. And she told her about it. Well, girl, how much money are we talking about? And then my friend said, I forget how much it was, and she was like, oh girl, Jennifer Lewis does not do it for anything less than XYZ. I'm sorry, girl, I cannot do this.
Bitch, I'm Jennifer Lewis. You gonna offer me $5,000? Bitch, what is that? I wipe my ass with that. That's what
I don't get on a plane.
Right. I went to a wedding in Los Angeles, y'all, and my friend was a wedding singer, and so was Jennifer Lewis. These people had a lot of money. Okay, so she was mad because she knew my friend's name was James. She was like, "You know I don't sing with all the bitches. Why didn't I know? I'm goddamn Jennifer Lewis." So I'm sitting there looking scared. He was like, "And honey, who are you? Why are you sitting up in the front? Who are you? Is you getting?" No, ma'am, I'm not getting that. Oh, you here with this bitch singing? I was like, I'm not singing, no, ma'am. So the wedding starts. The song is they're supposed to do a duet of you and Stevie Wonder.
Oh,
as long as I live. So they start dueling. In love, you and I. He would go up. She'd be like, you and I.
All right, y'all, I gotta go.
All right.
Bye.
No being in the snap.
Well, we can go ahead and end the Patreon, but thank you all, Patreon members. Come back
Buenas
tomorrow.
noches.
Malcolm.
Buenas noches.